Super. Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm here today to announce and demonstrate our new product named OpenBPM. Thank you for coming. We have approximately 1 hour demo show today to tell you everything about this new opportunity to make you more productive in the BPM area. My name is Victor. Today I'm not alone. Today I'm working with Alistair. Alistair, hello. First of all, let me introduce myself and my colleague. My name is Victor Fadiev. I'm the product manager for OpenBPM, and I'm the one who will explain the product and its values and its features today. Before I start, I want to pass the word to Alistair. Alistair, can you please tell about you and tell your section, please, about Hallmont?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Victor. Yeah, my name's Alistair. I'm a director of Hallmont in the UK, looking after the custom solutions department. Okay, so custom solutions is part of the business where Hallmont was originally formed. We build custom enterprise Java solutions for a range of clients across the UK and the rest of the world. We're a portfolio company, so we're built from now 5 different business units. And we began with custom solutions, which was the bespoke enterprise systems. And we then rolled out, off the back of that work, a couple of products. One, the Sherlock taxi system, which is used by taxi companies all over the world. And the Thesis ECM system, which is a document and task management system used by geographically spread businesses to speed up their business processes and automate their work. And then we also launched Cuba, which became JMix. Now, this was the enterprise development platform that we actually built for ourselves initially to help us speed up our own products, our own projects. But then we obviously saw a demand for this in the marketplace. And so we commercialized it, which is a similar story to OpenBPM, which Victor will be introducing later in this webinar. So I'd like to just start by giving everyone a little bit of a background on Hallmont and who we are, particularly custom solutions, because it's so key to our experience and our expertise in building out OpenBPM. So we're currently based in the UK with a small team here of developers, QAs, business analysts, and solution designers who work on UK government suppliers and business development around our taxi solution. And we also have a large development center in the beautiful country of Montenegro, where we have a whole range of technical staff, everybody you need to build and deploy custom solutions and support them, as well as support and developers for both JMix platform and for Sherlock. And then, of course, as with all tech companies, we have a wide variety of international partners, developers, support staff, and business support staff across the world. So we've grown a lot in the time that we've been around. Within my department, custom development, which is really the core to the company, we offer 3 kind of primary ways of working with clients. The first of these is an interesting one. It's an enterprise tech incubator where we start with a startup or scale up, and we help them build their MVP. We help them build their prototypes, which allows them to gain funding, move on to the next stage of business growth. And then as the company grows, we offer 2 big advantages to the initial prototyping companies. The first is that because of our experience in enterprise tech, we can deliver an initial platform which can cope with the growth. A lot of these small startups and scale-ups have to rebuild their platforms as they get bigger and bigger. Obviously, we have the expertise to help companies have a platform that can grow with them. And the second area that we've got a lot of experience in is building up the internal team. So we work in close partnership with our customers. And so we're experienced in passing on our knowledge and helping a customer build an internal resource to then take on the support and development of their enterprise system. A second competency, which is very much sought after and is something that not a lot of people can do very well, is that we're experts in legacy migration support. So for a lot of these large enterprise systems, customers will be stuck on either a homegrown legacy system or an industry standard system, which is business critical, but maybe end of life, or maybe they have a key man risk. And we have a lot of experience in building parallel running environments where we can then quickly design and deploy new solutions which run synchronized to a parallel database to the old system, and create an environment where we can parallel run for some time, bringing on parts of the business unit by unit onto the new platform, which really minimizes the risk and eliminates the need for big bang projects, which can be quite risky and are very much better to avoid if we can. And then finally, we have custom projects, which is projects of all size, which we deliver through a variety of means, such as consulting. Sometimes we just provide developers in an outstaffing arrangement. A lot of the time we'll provide solutions design and consulting for JMix customers or for Cuba customers. So within the JMix platform community, we have a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge gathered from working with these clients, solving specific problems, and really bringing expertise that we've built up over the course of our history to help companies that maybe don't have such a deep technical experience in enterprise to solve the problems that they're facing, whether they're JMix or not. And so just to back that up, I think when we're talking about our credentials, Hallmont has been going now for 17 years. We started in 2008 with our first client, Addison Lee. And over the time, they're both through our custom solutions and through the JMix platform, we've helped over 400 enterprise projects. We do specialize, I think, to some extent. We have strong competencies in banking, logistics, consulting, and business services. And I think one of the notable things you'll see through the course of what I've said, that really what we've done as a business is built up expertise in an area and looked at where we see either a parallel or a complementary area to deploy that expertise. And the two business service customers you see at the bottom there, the Cedar Group and the Key Holding Company, which are both UK companies that we developed complex enterprise systems for. Both of these had a strong BPM element to their systems. And that's something which we developed both expertise in, and we think we spotted a market opportunity within.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Alistair, for presenting the company. Once again, the product we are presenting today, it comes from the Hallmont Technology Limited company. And maybe it sounds like a mess of different names, JMix, OpenBPM, and so on. But now I'm going to make it more explicit. What are we doing, and why did we come to OpenBPM at last? Let's start. Basically, our company is building products to make developer teams productive. This is our main goal in this area, in the area of developers' productivity. Recently, we had only one product in this area named JMix. Alistair already announced this product. He named this product during his part. And basically, this is a well-known product, and is focused on rapid business application development for creating data and document-centric apps. It happened that way that inside JMix, we also have a BPM functionality, because you may know that when we build digital products serving the needs of processing orders or processing documents, from time to time, we need BPM functionality to decouple the business logic from the code. Yeah? And we made some experiments inside JMix with the BPM functionality, implementing open source BPM technology named Flowable. And it was so successful that we decided to look at this space and find out how we can bring more value to the teams which are totally focused on the BPM space, on building BPM products and building process-driven applications. And this brought us to an idea that we can make a significantly good product in this area. Its name, and we are here today to present this product. Its name is OpenBPM, and we position this product as a high productivity business process automation platform for building process-driven applications based on the open source technology stack. But to uncover deeper, what are the reasons, what are the preconditions which made us take this decision to build this product, I want to highlight you some ideas which we hear from our customers and which we've acquired after talks with the enterprise customers and BPM teams in 2024. And basically those ideas, they helped us to shape the product, which I'm going to demonstrate you today. First of all, we've detected that a lot of teams worldwide, it doesn't really depend where do they come from. Are they in-house or are they working as an outsourced team or as a digital product team or a product team? They tend to replace proprietary BPMS systems and BPMS solutions with the open source stack. And the reason for that is that open source stack is, it became major. So it allows to create fully functional solutions with the technology and tools which are available for free in the market. And this can definitely help to reduce the expenses of keeping those products inside. I mean, vendor BPMS products, they can reduce the costs of ownership of these products. Yeah, and this can also allow those teams build more flexible solutions, because you may know that when we talk about low-code solutions, they are usually connected, tied to some application, business application area, or they are connected, tied to some domain area. So usually we can see low-code BPMS systems coming from CRM area, for example. Yeah, and this rises the interest in open source space, and especially in the BPM open source space. But when teams come to the open source BPM space, they also may face difficulties. The first difficulty is that when you get an open source BPM technology, and the most popular technology in the market right now is Camunda, and especially the Camunda 7 engine has the most of distributions worldwide right now in the open source area. Teams may find it difficult to adopt this technology because, first of all, you need to learn this technology stack, and people say that Camunda 7 can be as complex as Spring Boot ecosystem and the Spring Boot technology in Java. So you should read a lot before implementing it. The next thing is that it's definitely hard to find all the information about its implementation in one place. So you need to search across different forums and find the information there. And nobody will say that this is the correct path for you. So you can just follow their own path and build their own solution at last. On the go, you need to write a lot of infrastructure code to make this Camunda open source engine working, because basically it doesn't allow you to build let's say customizable task list panel for your end users or front end out of the box. You should invent it by yourself. You have no connections with your security functionality which you may have on board, like Keycloak, or maybe LDAP, I don't know, what are you using inside. What's worse is that you need to write infrastructure code to make your service task alive. Yeah, so you need to do things to make your business process do the business logic you want to implement. Finally, we found out that Camunda is also reshaping its offering on the market right now, shifting from the Camunda 7 well-known, famous generation of this BPM engine. They are moving to the more restrictive offering named Camunda 8. And despite the fact that both of the products are named Camunda, they are totally different. So that means that you cannot just take your project with Camunda 7, move it to Camunda 8, and it will work. So this also makes additional stress on BPM teams who have already implemented Camunda 7 engine, and they are, let's say, all thumbs with that. So they like it because it ticks all boxes. But they have nothing to do because Camunda team announced that they are going to phase out the Camunda 7 product at last, and they want everyone to move to Camunda 8 product, which is not available for free. So they do not allow to use Camunda 8 in productive environment without the commercial offering. Yes, you cannot do that. So this is what we see. And the last thing which we've detected is that when people move from the BPMS solutions to the open source stack, they also face the difficulty that it's hard to connect the business analysts or system analysts with the developers. The problem is that both of them are using different tools which do not intersect in some to some extent. So a business analyst, they just do modeling, yeah. So they design the business process considered with the stakeholders, and we often see that they have no ability to deliver this artifact to the developer to make him available to enrich this business model with the business logic, with process forms, with the security options, and run it in production. And what's worse is that in real life applications, business analyst and the developer should work tight in these BPM projects, because when you build a BPM product, doesn't mean you just design the model, deliver it to the developer, and then it's done. So it's a cycle. So it's always it always passes several iterations of enhancements, improvements, and considering it with the stakeholders. So this doesn't mean that it takes just in one turn. So there are maybe 3-4 turns before you can get a live solution. And often when it is in production, it should be also pulled back, and there should also be done some improvements in it, and those frictions, they start again. So, and the open source technology stack doesn't give anything out of the box to make this let's say communication between business analysts and developers smooth. So they always get some friction here at this point, and it is not easy for them to communicate. And basically, this is the scope of the problems we are going to address with the OpenBPM offering, and we are going to provide a complete professional tool chain to increase the productivity of those steps inside the development path of the process-driven application, or let's say process-driven application development overall. And the killer feature of the product is that we are going to erase the barrier between prototyping and scaling. You may know that it's a dream. Yeah. We often hear this idea from our customers that it would be nice to make this phase of scaling your prototype to production fast, but we know that it is very hard, it's a very tough task. But we are going to struggle with it, and we have an idea how we can do this basically. And let me demonstrate to you the let's say the theory of how this should work. I will not be surprised if any one of you who are listening to me today, you have some similar installations, some similar configurations of the BPM development process inside your teams. But in any case, the thing which we are demonstrating today, this is a product which can be a replacement of some configurations you are already implementing right now, or if you are just dreaming of that, you can just take it as it is. Yeah? So what are we going to promote? We are going to promote that it would be wonderful if the analyst and the developer can work in their own environments, in their own development environments, and have a connection layer to communicate with within their artifacts without barriers. And what is the artifact they should communicate within together? Yeah, the artifact is the business process model. Yeah, and we know that it is nice that the business process model have two representations. It has an XML representation if we're speaking about BPM annotation, and it has a visual representation which can be built, which can be rendered by a specialized tool like BPM and IO. Yeah, and you can just easily get this BPM and XML specification file with the visual diagram. Yeah, and it's nice that the XML representation is very close to the one which looks like code, and that means that if it looks like code, we can implement other functionalities coming from the developer space, like version control. So that means that if the analyst is working with the diagram, stores it as the BPM and XML file, it can store in the Git repository, for example, and version it. And when the developer wants to enhance this diagram with business logic, developer can get it from the Git repository, which is established in the company, make some manipulations, and even if he modifies the diagram, he will create a new version of it. And when the job will be finished, the analyst will be able to get these updates in his instruments. And we've got an idea that if we have such a chance to, let's say, harmonize those two aspects of working with BPM, it would be nice to create the seamless tool chain to prepare to develop a dedicated tool for an analyst, which will allow to work with the BPMN diagram with, let's say, within a convenient environment with a well-known tool like BPM&IO. And when the analyst finishes his job, he can just make commit to this commit changes to this BPMN diagram, and the developer can take it into his environment, into the integrated development environment, and continue working with this diagram in the most appropriate for him, the most convenient for him development environment, like IDE. Yeah, and if we will make a dedicated tool for those two parts and make the connection between them using the Git functionality, Git repository functionality, it will be easy to interchange, to exchange those changes, yeah, in the diagrams, and it will allow to connect everyone in a single cycle. Yeah, so when they can change the artifacts between them and instantly see what was changed and test it. And to allow this being alive, yeah, to get this project being alive, we can easily connect this Git repository of the project with the established CI/CD practices inside your company. If you don't have one, you can just set up the GitLab service inside, and this will allow to run these artifacts in production using the CI/CD functionality of the tools like GitLab. But it's not the end. We understand that when we've designed the process application, it should be monitored somehow, administrated somehow, because when it comes live, when it runs live, business can come back with the errors or with additional enhancements. And we decided also to provide a dedicated tool for administrative persons for monitoring those BPM instances, BPM engine instances, and make manipulations inside. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to demonstrate you just from the heli view how these tools look like. Yeah, and to do that, we will work with the following setup. Today I'm going to demonstrate you three tools. You can see them in the folder to the left, in the frame to the left. The first tool is OpenBPM Control. This is the tool which helps to administrate the BPM engine. The second one is OpenBPM Workspace. This is the one which allows business analysts, to communicate with the diagrams and to make changes in a special tool. And the OpenBPM Studio. This is the plugin for IntelliJ IDEA, which can be integrated in this very popular IDE for Java development. And developers can also communicate with this BPM project using visual tools in the development environment. I will show you how this looks like. And everything that we will work with today is a sample Spring Boot project running on the Operaton engine. I will talk about it a little bit later. First of all, I will focus on the product itself. And we'll also see another part of the OpenBPM offering. It's a common, let's say, out-of-the-box customizable task list, which allows to dynamically render the process forms which were designed by the analyst or the developer. It does make sense, really, and we'll demonstrate it. And all the parts of the application we will work with today. It is working under the governance of the Keycloak service, which provides authentication for the users in this sample scenario. For the sample scenario, we'll use a well-known sample for the vacation request application. So you can see right now it on the screen. This is a happy path with the initializing of the order for the vacation, filling out some process form, validating the form, and receiving the submission, retrieving for submission of the manager to allow me to go on vacation. Yeah, I think that every one of you from you, someone met such a use case, so you may basically know that. Okay, let's go to the OpenBPM itself and look how all the steps within this business process look like with the OpenBPM. So I will shut down the presentation, and go here. So the first tool I'm going to demonstrate to you is the task list. We start with the task list because this is the point where our users communicate with the tasks. So where do they start to communicate? And I will log in into the application with the predefined user, named user, so nothing special here. And here we see the first part of the OpenBPM platform. It's the OpenBPM task list. This is a dedicated web application which we distribute by an open source Apache 2.0 license. So it's absolutely free, customizable React application which allows dynamically render the process forms. So this is the dashboard of the first screen, demonstrating how much tasks have been already processed. Well, what are the recent tasks? What are the upcoming tasks? Some basic statistics. It allows me to see what are the actual tasks I'm going to work with right now, and it also allows me to see the processes assigned to my user, which are already configured on the server, which I can run, and I can see here that I can run the vacation process out of here. And basically, let's do this. I will run the vacation process, go to the task panel, and see that I have a new task, fill out an order. I will open it and see the process form, which was dynamically rendered from the business process designed and stored on the BPM engine. And here I can just write some requests about my vacation. I want a vacation since 18 of May, and maybe I want 5 days. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. And basically, the next step goes to my manager, and I can log in into this application with the manager credentials. And the manager is Mr. Fadiev. Sorry for that typo. Let's go. And when I log in and go into the task, I can see that the manager received the task coming from 1631. I can open this task and see the request which was just created by the user. Yeah, this is a simple user applicant, and I can perform some activities with that, approve or reject, and say that it looks fine, for example. Yeah. And completed. So this is basically the standard functionality of the task list. It allows to communicate with the tasks created on the side of the BPM engine. But it's very interesting to see what is really happening on the side of the BPM engine. Let's go and check what's going on there. And to do that, we will use another application, another service named OpenBPM control. This is also an open source application. You can find it on GitHub. I will share with you the link further. But before that, I want to demonstrate what it basically can do. The OpenBPM control is a service which allows me to connect to the BPM engine. Here you can see which BPM engine is connected right now to this application, and manage all the activities happening on the side of the BPM engine. What do I mean? So first of all, I can see what are the processes, what are the process models right now running on the BPM engine connected to this control, and I can view those processes from the attribute perspective, from the diagram perspective, yeah, and just check its XML representation. I can launch the instance of the process and make some the basic administrative functionalities. Moreover, I can check all the running instances right now of these business processes, and in particular, I can see the process which I've launched earlier today in the beginning, and I can see that those green steps have been already passed, and I have a task agree on vacation, and I can check what is this task and to whom it was assigned. Moreover, I can check the state of all the process variables. I can make edits. In case I want to reassign the active task to another user, I can also perform reassignment using this tool. I can check all other aspects of the business process, like running jobs, execution of the external tasks or incidents happening inside this business process model. I want to pay your attention that you can also suspend or migrate this process instance to the new process to the new process model. Sorry for that. If something happened or if some update was provided by the developer to this business process engine. Moreover, I can see the whole history of this business process. So it's like an audit trail about how it was executed, what time was the assignee. So you can see everything here, and it's very transparent and easy to go through details. Same thing I can do with the tasks. So I can filter the task easier within the exact process models. I can filter them by active or suspended. I can filter them by assignee. So it's quite a typical functionality. And here you can see what are the process variables connected to this process task, and investigate if something strange is happening here. So from this perspective. Yeah, you can also come back to the dashboard, see how many processes of different types are running right now, what are the incidents happened, double click and drill down, seeing what's going on there. So this is basically the administrative panel, which allows you to overview everything happening on the side of your BPM engine. And here you can find one great functionality. Another great functionality is that you can connect a certain amount of BPM engines to this tool and monitor several instances of your BPM engines using just one tool. Yeah? So you can assign the name, the URL, the type of your process engine, and you will get this under under control within the OpenBPM control tool. This is a dedicated tool which is packed inside the OpenBPM offering. So let's go further. What should we check next is the OpenBPM workspace. OpenBPM workspace, I want to come back a bit and say that OpenBPM workspace is a dedicated tool which is used by the analyst, and it allows them to communicate with the business process management project and make some manipulations. And I'm going to demonstrate how this can be done. First of all, I've registered, I've logged in into this application under the business analyst named Victor. And the first step I should do, I can check my workspace. I see no projects right now in my workspace. This is my active area where I do manipulations with the projects. And if I want to make some changes within some BPM project, and I want to make changes to the project I've just interacted with, this vacation project, I can go to the Git repository connected to this workspace, find the project I'm interested in. Today we'll play with OpenBPM Spring Master data. If I'm not sure what's inside, I can view what's inside. Yeah, I can see the process which is stored inside this project. And if I want to make some manipulations, I just click Edit, and I receive the clone of this project into my workspace. So I go to my project, and you can see that I've got the project here named as OpenBPM Spring Master, and I can check what's inside. I see that I have a BPMN diagram right here, and I can once again view it, or I can make some changes inside it using the BPMN IO modeler. So it's quite a popular tool, the same as working inside the Command modeler. Yeah, and it's nice that for most of the business analysts, this is a familiar tool, so they can interact with this tool using the existing habits and using their existing patterns of working within this tool. Yeah, so they will find nothing new here. Yeah, I think that they know how to communicate with that, and they can easily make changes for this business process. Or they can check the forms of this business process. For example, they can check the request form, and make manipulations of this request form using the drag and drop designer. Let's make some slight changes of this form. Let's make some changes to the title of the form, and let's say that this is a sorry for that. Yeah, that's it. Let's make changes. Yeah, we'll make changes to it, and definitely you can do other changes. You can make drag and drop here of input field, or make other things. What's interesting, you can see the JSON representation of this process form here, and you can connect data sources to this process form, but this functionality is not ready yet. It's in preparation. I will tell further when you will be able to get this feature in Workspace. After the step, when you've implemented all the changes to this project, you can easily deploy those changes to the BPM engine connected to this workspace. To do so, you can use the deploy functionality, and just click, and the updated process form was delivered to the BPM engine, and you can already interact with it within this BPM process engine instance. Let's check whether it happened or not. Let's go to the OpenBPM task list, come back to the user, and launch the new process and check whether the process form was modified. Let's start the new process, go to the vacation process, and you can see the new title here. It looks that it works. And if we will once again go to the OpenBPM control, we will see that the new process instance was launched here, and you can see that it is standing on right now on the first step. Fill out an order. We can see the user task assigned for the user, so everything is explicit. You see that you can easily check what's going on the side of the server and of the BPM engine instance, and all the manipulations were done within, let's say visual style, as business analysts are available to do. Yeah, so they cannot make some complex coding operations, but they can do manipulations within the visual drag and drop designers. And we anticipate that when all the work within the project was finished, the business analyst can make the commit of these changes to the Git repository back. They need to do so to allow developers to continue operations within this project. So they make the commit, they see the overall information about the scope of the commit, and when the commit was done, they can check the commit history here. So here they can see all the data about the name of the committer, about the branch, and they can even go to the GitLab to check what was changed, but I don't want to go so deep right now today. To keep the scope of our today's presentation. So basically, OpenBPM Workspace allows business analysts to connect to the Git repository of the BPM development team, pull the project out of there, make manipulations, make some deployments, temporary deployments of these changes to show those changes to their stakeholders, and when they were finished, they can commit it back to allow developers get this project and finalize their job with the IDE, within their IDE. And here you can see the plugin OpenBPM Studio. This is the plugin for IntelliJ IDEA. Right now you can see that this is the community edition IntelliJ IDEA, and I have this OpenBPM Explorer plugin installed. You can find it here in the plugin window. So this is the OpenBPM plugin. You can install it directly from the IDE, or you can find it in the JetBrains marketplace. You can just Google OpenBPM plugin, OpenBPM Studio. You can find some additional information about what exactly does it make for you and how does it looks like, or you can do it directly in your IDE. So what is the value? What are the features of the OpenBPM Studio which help developers to be connected to this seamless toolchain and be more efficient in communication with the business analyst? So first of all, the developer connects to the Git repository and gets the branch which was updated by the BPM developer, and he gets his project here. And in the left section of the IDE, you can see the OpenBPM Explorer, which gives you an explicit view of BPM project. Yeah, so it automatically analyzes the type of the engine is connected to this project, and it also allows you to connect additional engines to this project or replace the basic engine inside the project. It allows you to work. The OpenBPM Explorer also analyzes your project from the perspective of processes, decision-making tables, forms, and services, whether they are Spring Boot beings or Java delegates. It doesn't make sense, so it will find everything. And the developer can communicate with this BPM diagrams here in the IDE in the same with the same experience as it can be with the Community modeler. Once again, you can see the same modeler embedded into IntelliJ IDEA, and you can say you can see the same behavior. So you can check the attributes of all the steps, whether they are process forms or whether they are service tasks. So you can check what are the implementation of these tasks. Yeah, so you can make changes because here you can see the palette, which allows me to drag and drop all the points right here and add here additional steps. The developer can also work with the process forms. You can see that we bring the process form designer to the IDE space, and the developer can also make manipulations with the process form directly from the IDE and connect it to the project project artifacts within the IntelliJ IDEA without leaving these environments or working in the single space. Yeah, and developer can work with the decision-making table. So we have a decision-making designer here, and after the job was finished, he can connect these decision-making tables to the process diagrams without leaving this tool once again. Yeah, and as usual, he can work with the code. We are constantly enriching the functionality to help developers get more boilerplate code done. For example, soon we will present the generation of the handlers of the sprint beans for the service tasks and support the external task pattern generation for the project. And you can also navigate between all the parts of your project using the same Explorer. So you get everything and just under your hand in the same environment, and you do not need to leave it somehow and do not need to switch your focus between different tools. Yeah, this is the point. So basically, once again, the OpenBPM Studio is available right now in the JetBrains marketplace. You can find it there. Just download it and connect it to your project and test whether it can bring value in your situation or not. You can share your ideas about enhancements or potential improvements if you want using our communication channels. I will highlight them further. So basically, these are all the tools which are packed inside the BPM, OpenBPM offering. Yeah, once again, we went through the control, OpenBPM workspace, OpenBPM Studio, OpenBPM task list today, and we've checked what exactly you can get as a value from the OpenBPM. But until we finished, I want to share with you the overall mindset of the product to make you understand what is the direction we are moving to and what are the further steps we are going to implement within this product to keep your interest if you are working in the BPM automation area. First of all, we keep in mind that process modeling is not process automation, and the product set we are building, actually, it is focused on the process automation area. We know that our focus audience, our target audience, I mean the enterprise automation, enterprise automation segment. It is definitely very rare when the diagram, the business modeling diagram, can be somehow be transferred to the execution, to the runtime. And that means that in this area, such things as such tools which promote that the model which was purely designed by the business analyst can be automated in runtime, this doesn't work really. So we know that not just pure modeling is the difference apart from automation. And we keep in mind this idea when we create our product, our platform, because we are focusing on the right side. We understand that when things come to the team which needs to automate the task, they need a dedicated set of tools to make it live. Yeah? And all the set of tools we are building, they are focused on the part of automation. So we focus on the needs of business analysts or system analysts working as a part of the BPM automation team, not a business analyst in general. Yeah, so those who are more tightly connected to the business stakeholders. We know that, and we see that if we will be able to resolve this task in the process automation segment, we can make the life of BPM teams happier and to really reduce the hassle of internal interaction when they are working on the real life enterprise project. The second thing which we keep in mind is that everything we do should strictly follow the standard. First of all, we recognize that the BPMN standard is a winner of the race of, let's say, worldwide applicable notations for standardizing the processes, for describing them. Yeah, and we are focusing on the full support of this notation inside our tool. So we do not want to reduce some functionality or some elements of the specification. We don't want to invent something new out of the box, even if it looks easier. We want to get fully glued to the BPMN specification, because we understand that this is the most accessible in terms of resources standard worldwide. In every country, we can see internal BPM associations, and we know that even universities, they prepare students within this notation. So they just come out of the university and they know this notation, and this becomes a general language. And if we will make some modifications in this language, in the BPM language inside our product, I think that people won't be happy, because it will be very difficult to explain everyone why we built such kind of a stencil, this new form for some corner use case. It's better to be generic, and we tend to continue supporting the full notation and do not bring something which looks attractive from an exact use case, but not worldwide applicable. Yeah, so we want to be standing on the shoulders of the standards. The third point is that we want to bring full interoperability with the technology, with the technological stack, and with the tools widely applicable in the business process automation area. What do I mean? All the tools we are bringing with the OpenBPM will be compatible with the well-known technologies in the market. First of all, I've mentioned today that we are focusing the Camunda BPM engine with the OpenBPM offering, and even now, if you download the OpenBPM, you'll be able to communicate with the Camunda engine with our tools. The second engine, which is the prior which is the prior Camunda successor, is Operaton. This is the Dutch and German team of professionals of the Camunda space, and we are working with them closely. They have very nice idea to build and not to build, but to clone, enhance, and continue improving Camunda 7 technology for more than 10 years. And we are really in line with their values, because they don't want to make the same as Camunda performed right now with Camunda 8 generation, just leaving the existing engineering community without an offering. Yeah, so Operaton is a good team of professionals who want to support this nice technology and not just keep it alive, but to really improve everything what's inside, and at least keep it up to date. And we're working as a part of the Operaton community, and this is the, let's say, the first class citizen for our BPM engine of the OpenBPM offering. And next year, we are going to support the Flowable engine. Basically, this technology is already supported in our another product named JMix for the data-centric applications development. But we're going to support it also inside the OpenBPM offering for those who are familiar with this technology and want to be, let's say, BPM engine agnostic, want to get the preferred engine into exact use case without limitations. So this is what we mean in terms of interoperability, especially in the area of the BPM engines. Yeah. The next area is the development environments, the development tools, and here we are working within the well-known development environment, especially in the Java world, IntelliJ IDEA. So our plugin, which helps developers to reduce the amount of boilerplate and to communicate with the BPM project easier, to reduce time on certain things inside, building process forms if they have lack of front-end knowledge, or they just want to shift this stage upwards because they don't want to lose time right now. The project seems to be more, let's say, business logic heavy than front-end heavy, so they can do that using IntelliJ IDEA because the plugin is suitable for both versions, Community Edition and Ultimate Edition. So we do not make any limitations on the backend, so but it should be Java because yeah, we originated from the Java world and we are really in love with this technology stack. But this can be a pure Java, this can be Spring Boot project, or even you can implement JMix if you want to reduce your efforts on building the master data or the business data for your project. We know that sometimes still projects are starting from the scratch and you need to shape your business data domain, and doing with this JMix is incredibly fast. You can do it with JMix, as JMix is also a Spring Boot application. You can easily connect it to the OpenBPM engine and get things done in weeks instead of months. Yeah. And as for the front end, I should say again that we provide you with a task list, with the generic task list built with the React technology. This is the open source project. You can customize it, you can take it as it is, or can you just avoid using it and connect it to your existing front end, or build your own front end with Angular or whatever you want. Internally, we believe that this is the area of the most uncertainty in future, because it seems that the approach to communication, to the interface between the business applications should be very different in the next 3-5 years because of these AI initiatives happening. It looks like that soon we'll have just one input field to communicate with our business applications. We won't need anything shiny and glossy in UI. But who knows? We don't know. We don't want to invest too much here, but we don't want to make some, let's say, blockers here in this area and allow you to connect to every front end you want. The fourth thing is that we insist on the modular design. It means that despite the fact that OpenBPM is a complete tool chain, which and each tool can interact somehow, can communicate with each other. So the studio can connect to the workspace via the Git repositories. Yeah, so the task list can dynamically render the forms which were designed in studio and workspace. But nevertheless, each tool can be used as a separate option. So you do not need to get to opt in all the package. So, for example, such a use case, you have an existing Camunda 7 installation and you have some troubles with administrating it because your existing Camunda 7 cockpit can connect only to one business process instance. You can take control for free, connect it to several instances of your BPM engines, and perform the administrative repetitive tasks without paying anything. Yeah. So, and you don't need even to get all other tools on board. Or another situation, you have a BPM project and you're working alone, so you don't have a big team, but you see that some features of the OpenBPM Studio looks attractive. They can help you to be more productive within your BPM initiatives. You can download the Studio plugin and use it without any other tools inside the package. But for sure, we'll try to make the product that way, that if you will use all the parts of the OpenBPM offering, you will get more values in terms of speed, in terms of less errors, yeah, and in terms of the time to market for your end customer applications. Good news, most of the products which most of the tools which I've announced today, they are delivered for free. And even such tools as Control Task List and Operaton Engine, which I've demonstrated also just slightly. Yeah? These are open source offerings, so you have no applications when using it. But there will be some paid features for Studio, for Control, and for Workspace, which will be announced later, and they will bring more functionalities for large teams, which are continuously working on the BPM initiatives. And the fifth value we are keeping in mind is that everywhere in our tools, we are going to promote some battle-proven templates. Battle-proven templates for your BPM projects setups. Battle-proven templates for your BPM engine environment. So these things will appear in our products because we found out that BPM teams worldwide really suffer from, let's say, good receipts. Yeah, so it's very hard to understand when you start the BPM project using open source technology how you should implement this technology correctly. Should you use the embedded engine or an external engine? Should you use external tasks or Java delegates? How your engine should be connected to your backend? There are a lot of tasks, there are a lot of questions inside, and we want to bring answers with the template generation with some scaffolding of your projects with our tools. Unfortunately, most of these features are not ready yet, but they are on the go, on the way. I think that if you will find something interesting in our product, you will meet our further webinars where we'll demonstrate those approaches. So wrapping up our today's presentation, I want to highlight that there are 4 audiences who may find OpenBPM valuable in their daily job. First of all, we try to help BPM professional developers who regularly interact with the applications built with Camunda 7 or another open source BPM engine. We know that they do their work as they are, and they've already they've already got a lot of things done. But if you dream about the next project, about starting a new initiative, you can find OpenBPM fine because it can reduce the amount of effort you will need to make your new project. Even if you have an existing project, you may find it interesting to work with your existing project with the OpenBPM Studio because it can easily connect to your project and help you just, first of all, navigate across the artifacts of your OpenBPM process-driven application. The second audience are the BPM teams, which decided to adopt the open source BPM technology stack, or they have an existing project and they include not only developers but business analysts. They can find it easy to communicate between each other using our offering. For sure, we address IT managers who want to perform to provide the continuation of their existing Command 7 projects, or those who dream to move from the low-code BPM solutions or replace their legacy in-house BPMS solution with a modern open source technology stack. Both of these categories can find it easy to continue working with OpenBPM, because OpenBPM will work like guardrails in these areas and secure those initiatives to meet the budgets and timeframes. Yeah, and actually, this is the roadmap right now. The OpenBPM control I've demonstrated today is already available. You can find it on GitHub. This is the link on the GitHub. We'll share this link in the comments to the YouTube video. So it's absolutely free. You can download it and use it as it is, or upload the Docker image of these OpenBPM controls. Here you can see the small documentation about how it works and what are the features. Yeah. In May, we are going to release provide the OpenBPM Studio in the task list release. Right now, you may find the beta second generation version in the marketplace, in the JetBrains marketplace, but this does mean that you cannot just download it and test. And in autumn this year, we are going to present the OpenBPM workspace offering to bring productivity to the business analysts audience, to the business analyst people. And a few words about our strategic vision, about where are we going to. And for sure this year, 2025, should be spent to complete all the tool chain, because some of the parts are missing. For example, workspace is just for demonstration. We cannot share it right now, it's not ready yet. And want to complete all the offering and ensure that it allows to be to work all together, in communication without errors. In 2026, we are going to provide AI Copilot functionality, especially for BPM analysts, because it looks that with this new AI tools, we can simplify the life for business analysts, especially in the areas where they need to address the data sources and or services when they design the business process, and connect it to the existing tasks without writing any scripts or without working with excessive and exhausting dialogue path. You may know that existing tools which do not use AI functionality, you should learn them, because it's not so easy usually to just get some data source from the Open API specification, map it to the process variables, and work with them inside some process form. So you need to learn how these things can be done in a certain product. With the OpenBPM, we want to make it just seamlessly via the input dialog. So you just write what you want, and everything is done via the AI Copilot. So this is the area of improvement. We see that we can overcome the existing business analyst tools in the automation area. And in 2027, we are going to make an R&D to promote OpenBPM as the business orchestrator platform. I don't want to go here too deep in this technology, but this is a quite new initiative saying that, look, if the BPM technology as itself works as the process orchestrator already, with the AI agents, it can easily perform as the business orchestrator platform, reducing the need to perform repetitive tasks by people at all. So it can definitely cover certain use cases and be autonomous without the need to interact with people at all when the rules are done. And we see the strategic success here in this area. So That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Hope that it was not too boring for you. I tried to make it live. I tried to cover all the aspects of our platform from the heli view because there are a lot of things inside. I know that it is quite tough to get it, to understand it. Yeah, when we just speak about it from scratch. People, there are a lot of confusing words, task list, studio, what's that? This is really a mess. And I really hope that my today presentation helped you to understand what are the parts of the OpenBPM platform, what parts can address your needs, and what can you do to try them. Yeah, because the reason we are making this event this time, not at the end of the year when everything will be finished, is that we want to get early adopters on board. Yeah, and we want to communicate with the people who are interested in promoting the BPM approach to professional development, and to get your feedback about our tools to make them really great. Yeah, so we'll be very happy if you will proceed with our links. Try our OpenBPM control, try our OpenBPM Studio, and other products which are available for free. And don't forget to come to Operaton, guys. They do a really great work securing the Camunda 7 community with a reliable engine. And we believe that together we can make it alive for more than 10 years, definitely. Yeah, but I'm finished with all the promotions and dreams. Hope this was great. And yeah, I'm ready to go to the questions right now. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's check what's going on in our chat. Sorry, there were a lot of things to show, and I didn't really look at the chat, so I'm going to go through it right now. Oh well, I'm coming to the start, and I see the question from the triathon. OpenBPM seems that it will use Camunda as its process engine. Will that also carry over to JMix as it's currently using Flowable? I'm not sure if anybody answered this question. And what we have in mind, what we keep in mind, is that we are going to make a dedicated add-on for JMix to get connected to the OpenBPM product. So to connect it to the Operaton engine, yeah, as a dedicated add-on. So this is the plan. For sure, it will also work with Camunda because both products, Camunda 7 and Operaton, they are fully Camunda 7 compatible. What will it mean? It will mean that you will be available to easily write external tasks in your JMix application to allow Camunda engine call your external tasks when the time will come. And it will also allow your end users to interact with those tasks via the task list I've demonstrated today. This is what we keep in mind, but we do not go fast into this area because we want to get basic things done inside the OpenBPM offering as it is. JMix looks as a feature complete product, and we do not want to break anything inside. Yeah, just understand me correct. That's why we are working in the OpenBPM as a separate offering, and then we'll come back to the JMix, but it won't happen earlier than autumn this year. Thank you, Triadam, for your question. The next question from Nagar. Sorry if I will just read the names with mistakes. It's sometimes it may be quite complicated. Nagaraju Konki. Hope it has good documentation and demos for learn quick. Yeah, you may hope about that, but definitely we have lack of documentation right now. We have some documentation about the OpenBPM control. It is opened. It is already existing in the GitHub repository. I've demonstrated. Hope that my colleague Igor he shared the link to the control link in the to this YouTube stream. But nevertheless, doesn't mean that we won't work on documentation. For sure, we will prepare that because we understand that this is an engineering tool and it should be assisted with the documentation. This will be done, but a little bit later. Not all things done yet, but we want to create videos about how things are working in separate to demonstrate you how you can easily learn those things. And finally, want to make them easy, easy for adoption. So if you take this OpenBPM Studio and just lose yourself in this developer experience path, just forget about this product or write us what looked messy really inside, what was not clear. Yeah, this is the answer. The next question is from yeah, and the links are in the description. Igor helps me, says that the links are in the description. You can find them there. The next question, Ibrahim Ashakar. Jamix has a BPM plugin, so I'm excited to know what this new product add more to the table. Yeah, thank you for that. Definitely, Jamix has a BPM plugin, and it is a I can say this is a successful product. We have a lot of customers worldwide, but it has limitations. Yeah, it works only when the BPM engine is embedded into your container of the JMix application. When you get the separate an external engine button, the typical JMix development button breaks down. So there are a lot of complexities come to the place. Yeah, and we assume that using OpenBPM with the external BPM engine button should be should be the right thing, should be the right path. But both products will work in collaboration because JMix is good for business data, so it's really a significant product to connect your business data to the process-driven application fast. Vinkata asks, can we get the recording of the session? For sure, this will be stored in the YouTube, so you can share it with your friends. And we're happy if you will share within your network for everyone who is interested in OpenBPM, in BPM area. OpenBPM can be an option. Okay, great. And yeah, I see the question from Amon Gruenbaum. Is some I18N functionality available for these BPM forms? Wow, I don't know the answer, so I will. Localization. Okay. So basically, this can be done by the tools of Spring Boot itself. So inside this is Spring Boot application. So you can use a typical pattern for the Spring Boot application to do so. Yeah. So it's better to say that we have nothing out of the box for that. Yeah, but you can leverage the Spring Boot functionality to implement that because our approach is developing the front end from the back end. Yeah? So if we can do this on the back end side, this will be work on the front end side. But I will ask my colleagues, the team, to highlight this question and uncover it in one of our documentation materials. Yeah, because it's very important. Thank you for asking this question. OpenBPM, the next question from Triatom. OpenBPM control regarding process variables, how does it handle serialization and virtualization of objects in variables? Well, it's a very technical question. I don't think that it should be uncovered right now. But in any case, you can check the source code of the OpenBPM control itself and check how this thing's done. So basically, we connect to the Camunda 7 or Peraton engine via REST API, and all the serialization of the variables of the process variables is done via the Vaadin framework because the OpenBPM control is also built with the JMix framework. So OpenBPM control is a good example of an admin application built with the JMix. Yeah, and all the magic which happens with demonstrating those variables in runtime is done with the Vaadin UI technology, which is a part of JMix product. So just check the source code or check the JMix application, or check the JMix documentation for details how it works. Okay. Andrei asks the question, can I only use GitLab? What if I use GitHub or other Git tool? I should answer as following. So out of the box, we support on the GitLab right now. So we do not have GitHub support, but this is the area of improvement. We are connected to, we decided to connect to GitLab because it looks that this is the primary option of choice of many enterprise development teams. But for sure, we should support it also in future. Right now, I don't think that we have such compatibility. Alex Burov is asking, what is the estimated price for this product? I should claim again that most of the products I'm demonstrating today, they are available for free. There are no prices yet, so just come to our website, download and try. So before talking about the prices, just take value from the free offering. It's good enough to help you in your daily operations. Thank you, Alex, for your question. Mladen is asking, will the commercial parts of the suite come with the source code? They will come from the with the source code except the workspace. This will be a closed source offering. All other things and the plugin itself for sure. Yeah. So two products, OpenBPM Studio and the workspace, they will be with closed source. No open sources will be available. Standing on the shoulder of standards. Thank you, Triatom. Okay. Mladen is asking, what is open source license or licenses under that suite? Under the suite is released. Mladen, I will ask you to go to the website of the OpenBPM, and we have a FAQ section, and everything of this question is answered there, so you can find a detailed answer there on the website. Well, can we get the presented PowerPoint? I will ask Venkata to connect to our Slack channel. We have a Slack channel. You may find it on our main page on the bottom. You have a Slack channel connection link. Please connect to the Slack channel and ask for the presentation there. I will share with you. Definitely, I don't see any secrets if I will share this presentation with you. Thank you if you found interesting this information. Well, Stonehand Flowhard asks, can we get domain-specific workflows? The answer is no, because we have no domain-specific workflows right now as a part of our offering. I think that this can be an option, but not earlier than 2026, because as I mentioned already, we are focusing on finalizing the whole offering to provide the most value for the BPM teams. And next, we will enrich it with templates. We have an idea to prepare some typical templates, especially for BFSI area inside this OpenBPM engine, available for free. And maybe this time you will find it there. Right now, this is not an option. Sorry for that. So we have not such offering. The next question from Kirill. What is the Camunda team's perspective of the presented solution? It appears that sooner or later you may become competitors. Do you see any risk that this could impact usage of licensing terms? Kirill, thank you for your question. I will answer one question after another. First of all, about the Camunda team's perspective on the solution which I'm demonstrating today. Basically, we don't know the attitude to the things we've developed, especially I'm speaking about the OpenBPM offering, but we know that the studio functionality which I've presented today, which is also originated from the JMix BPM functionality, was It was found. This functionality was found by Camunda team very nice. Especially Nico Reinhardt, who is the product owner of the BPM and IO product, he said that it was the best, the best, the best, the best. The best implementation of BPM and IO functionality in the IntelliJ IDEA. Yeah, so that means that it's a nice product. Yeah, but I think that it's not easy to compare it with Camunda, and it's because the Camunda is a giant, is it standard already? So I don't think that we can somehow replace it or make some problems for their business. Even more, we are going to find ways how we can enrich our offerings in combination, because in any case, Camunda will move the Camunda 8th generation engine to the enterprise customers. And as Camunda is totally focused on the engine itself and the visual designers as a web service, we see that they miss the area of the developer experience, of the area where developers are working. And we are focusing most on the area where developers exist, in the development environment. And we are going to support the Camunda 8 interoperability also, to ensure Camunda 8 developers with the best tool supporting the needs of Camunda 8. And in this case, I see that there is minimum threat from us. It's just an enrichment of the existing Camunda offering. So this is the path which we keep in mind, but I think it's too early to say that we can make any threats to Camunda. We just want to support those people who want to get to stay working with the Camunda 7. I've announced it in the very beginning. Thank you, Kirill, for asking this question. This is a really tough thing. We'll try to make things correct and do not somehow affect the Camunda team anyhow. The next question from Papa Rao. If we publish the performance matrix like load handling, it will definitely add value to the platform. Thanks. Okay, you mean, I think, about the payload, the potential payload of this platform in terms of the real process instances running. We are in preparation of this information right now. We start with the performance tests in June, and we will produce the results for the performance tests of the whole scope of our offering in October latest. So this will be available now on our website. Please track our updates. The updates coming from our team, we will share the information for you. If I understood the question correctly. And the last question I see from Laden: what if we want to modify the workspace to our needs? Mladen, I do appreciate your contribution into Jamie space. Yeah, and I think that I know what I am speaking about. Let's connect via the Slack channel in direct messages and discuss this. I think that we need to talk about that. Yeah, this is not for public space. I see no more questions. Thank you very much for listening to us today. Thank you for coming. I hope that certain things we've demonstrated today were helpful for you and useful in your daily business. Please keep in mind that all the products we built, they are focused on the productivity of the development teams, and OpenBPM is the product which is focused on the BPM developers, on the BPM developer teams. And all products are coming from the Holman Technology company, which also can assist you with the custom development services, with the consultancy services within your projects, and not only in the OpenBPM space, but also in JMix space. or in the space of our expertise, which was primarily announced by Alistair in the beginning of our today's presentation. Alistair, do you have something to say after looking at my presentation? Was it too boring, exciting? What do you think?
I thought you did very well. Now I know how hard it is to deliver these kinds of things. No, I think it's a really exciting time, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the community does when it gets its hands on OpenBPM.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for listening also, Alistair. I think that I understand that it's hard to get so many information in just 90 minutes. Thank you for staying in us. Please subscribe on our channels. Don't forget to subscribe via the bell on our OpenBPM YouTube channel, because this is just the first video, and for sure we'll continue with the videos in this channel. Don't forget to subscribe on our Slack channel. Follow us on Twitter, and I think that's all for today. Thank you for coming. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Abba.